Good morning, take 5. Daily discipline number 22 on the 6th of November. Let's start with a couple famous number of 22s because I kind of like this, right? Number 22's famous. What's number 1? Anyone want to give me one? Emmett Smith. Pretty good. Very good. Elgin Baylor and Clyde the Glide and Kirk Gibson. Right? It's a pretty good list. Hey, so we'll start today with things that I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for some lost friends. Not lost, just friends that I had lost contact with. And again, a lot of times they had contacted me last and I'd never gotten back to them. So, and then the third one is somebody who I'm in regular contact with but had no idea what I was doing here and gave me some great feedback. So thank you to the Quan and to the Heisman and to D-Bolt. So appreciate it. Hope you come back often. And just like everybody else, I'll be here every day, right? Talking about my journey, my daily discipline journey as I become the man that I want to become, the father that I want to become. And it starts with daily discipline. And, you know, I'm seeking inspiration and instruction. And I hope you're here doing the same. So yesterday we talked a little bit about the 5-second rule. And so the 5-second rule was instrumental in two of the friends that have kind of come back into my life, in that they were on my brain and I immediately didn't stop and think. I did think about it, but I'm like, nope, because one of them I was like, oh, don't text him during the workday. Oh, don't text him and don't send him a message and say you didn't have his number. Oh, don't do it on a Sunday, blah, 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 all that shit, right? So just get rid of all that shit. And when you know you're supposed to do something, don't wait, because your mind will get in the way. If you're lost and you don't know what you need to do, listen, right? Listen, there are messengers all around you that will tell you what you need to know. And we're going to talk about the word vessel here in a minute. But as I'm looking at the camera, I noticed, you know, all the art behind me. So, you know, the pictures over here, these are pictures that my oldest son Samuel has drawn. And it's basketball season, right? He's getting ready to start playing some basketball. I'm sure you're going to want to see him ball out, and I'm happy to send those videos to you. But you can see up there, we've got LeBron James, GOAT. We've got Harden. He's not even a baby GOAT. He's like whatever. He's entertaining. Same way with Westbrook. Think about that. Think about the Oklahoma City Thunder had Oladipo, Harden, Westbrook, Durant, Serge Ibaka, all on the one team. Here in Oklahoma, right? It's crazy. Anyway, and then over here, this orange one, this is Jack's first piece of art that's made. The first piece of art I've ever seen from him. And that's exactly what I would expect the art to be like from him. Just all over the place. Just nuts, right? And the reason I expect that is because that's how my mind works, right? So part of this is learning how to quiet our mind and focus on what we need to. So, you know, vessel. This word's been on my mind. It's just there. It's like lodged in there, and I walk around it, and I look at it, and I'm like, what does that mean? I accept coffee cups. If you want to send me a coffee cup, this is from the people that build a house next to my house in Kansas that I was bullied into selling and moving to Oklahoma. And I'm thankful for that, because if I don't end up here, I don't end up here. So anyway, back to a vessel. In 2014, when I first started doing some video vlogging, what the cool kids call it, it was all about me, right? All about me, and I was going to, you know, dominate the world and blah, 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 and all this stuff. And it was unfortunately a little negative, because that's where I was in my life, and I didn't know how to get out of it, right? So, and I was counseled by a lot of people, like, don't be negative. People don't like that. So no more negative stuff. But the reason I bring that up is that in between there and now, I was introduced to the band 21 Pilots, and one of their albums is titled Vessel. And that word almost has a religious connotation to me. And so I did a little research and said, you know, why did they decide to name their album Vessel? And I've got a little quote here. It says, in an interview, Joseph spoke about the meaning behind the album's name, saying a vessel, in quotes, our body, is an object carrying something far more important than the outer shell. And when we die, that is set free and lives on. Now, I got to tell you, that makes a whole lot of sense to me, right? And that's kind of how I feel right now, is people ask me, they're all like, well, where do you get the inspiration? Where did these thoughts come from? I don't know. Let's put that in the I don't know bucket, right? You can put a label on it. You can call it whatever you want to. I don't need to. I just know what comes into my mind, and I am now able to decipher, am I being led and compelled, or is this impulsive? And if it's impulsive, I say no thanks, right? If it's something that I'm being compelled or led to do, I've learned I just need to take a step, right? I don't have to, if I stop and think of my big crazy dream and how big and huge and impactful that could be, it's overwhelming. Like I can't even, it's like, I was telling somebody yesterday, it's like the Lego movie, that I'm convinced when I think about this, that I'm Emmett, and I tell people, like, you got the wrong guy. I don't think you got the wrong guy. I'm just struggling with admitting that, and instead of focusing on how big this could be, I'm just going to focus on today. And like we talked about before, I'm laying bricks, right? Every day I'm going to lay a brick. I'm going to be the best brick laying mother trucker you've ever met. I was going to say something else, didn't you? Haha. So anyway, I'm a vessel, right? I kind of like that. That is still a little uncomfortable for me to say, though, quite honestly. So look at this. I just want to show this to you guys. Look, these are all the daily discipline things. Isn't this awesome? This is so much fun. So we haven't talked about my I ams real quick. We've got a new list over here. Yesterday, I had entertainer. I think I talked about this. Dialed in, right? I feel like I'm slowly, like my focus is just coming in to where it's like, man, when we get dialed in, completely dialed in, it's going to be something. And I'm in position. I'm exactly where I need to be. I've met most of the people that I already need to meet. I have everything I need to be successful. All I need to do is just keep it together and keep grinding. So with that, we're done for the day. We're going to go hands up, peace out. We're better together. Thanks for checking in, and we'll see you soon. Love you, miss you, bye.